Hello and welcome back to Star Citizen. My name is Evenlease, and today on 10 Minutes More or Less Ship Review, right behind me I have the MISC Reliant Kore. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, welcome back to another review. Today, the Reliant Kore, another starter ship, and this starter ship is honestly quite phenomenal. You know, it does have one or two drawbacks compared to some others out there, but we'll talk about that here in just a moment. Before I do, I just want to shout out to Captain Hutchie as well as Zarampian in regards to just being awesome viewers out there in the verse, and everybody else that's out there saying hello to me in-game. I shout out to all of you. You guys are truly amazing, and yes, my in-game name is just slightly different as my outside of the game name right here on my channel, yada yada. It's me, I'm here, and I appreciate every one of you. You guys are truly just the best. So, let's go ahead and talk about the Reliant Kore. This starter ship, if you were to buy it on the pledge store, it is $65, or if you buy it in game, it is 1,719,000 aUEC. Now, this ship does have a 40-second claim time if you were to claim it after being destroyed, or if you expedite it for just a little bit of UEC, it is an instant claim, allowing you to get your ship back right away. I really like that about starter ships, and this is no exception. It is quite phenomenal. Now, as the pilot, you got to wonder how much damage can you really output with this ship, and as stock, you can output 700 damage per second because of the 4 size 2 CF227 Badgers. But what's really cool about this ship compared to so many starters out there is it's very heavily modifiable. And I say that because on one end of the ship, there is a tractor beam that you can completely remove and put in a Toshima turret, which is what's on the other side of the ship, and house 2 more size 2 guns. Or you can remove both of those turrets and put Gilroy gimbals on there, housing 1 size 3 gun on each end of the ship, allowing you to kind of have a variety of what you want to do. Are you going to go out there in PvE? Are you going to go out there in PvP? Hey, more damage per second, the better. And I did a little bit of a test, and when you add those guns, you're really not taking away too much from your capacitor, so it does allow you to lay into the enemy quite well. Now, outside of that, you do have 4 size 2 Ignite 2 missiles for the pilot, so you're not lacking on having a couple missiles, which is really nice. I do like that as well. And then you're talking about, well, what about if you're getting hit? I mean, look at this ship. It is quite a big ship, but it's a very flat ship. So depending on how you're fighting, and as long as you don't have them on top or below you, you can definitely keep your, profile really thin and really hard to hit. You just got to maneuver with it, and it's fantastic. It is a hard ship to hit when it's moving quite, fast. Now, this ship does have 2 size 1 shield generators, giving you a total of 3,000 bubble shield, which is pretty decent. And of course, you can upgrade those shields and output just a little bit more if you wanted to. And then the ship has 15,460 ship HP. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, this ship is quite the beast in that health and shield department. I mean, it's got more health than a Super Hornet, but still, this thing can probably put up quite the fight depending on the pilot, especially in PvE. You don't even have to be like top of the line pilot to handle this thing in PvE, and it's quite the ship to do that, because this ship allows you to do so much. You can do package deliveries, you can do minor amounts of cargo, which we'll talk about how much you can carry in just a moment. You can carry really small vehicles like the Pulse or vehicles like that, and there's just so many options with this ship, and it has 2 seats in there. So you have a pilot and a co-pilot seat, which, it's always great when you have more than one seat. If you make a friend or you just need to transport somebody, you have that ability to, and I love that. Now, this ship does have a top speed of 220 SCM with a 480 forward boost and a 250 backwards boost with a top nav speed of 1,150. Now, its maneuverability is quite good, too, for the fact that it does have all this firepower, and it's a pretty sizable ship, sitting at a 56, 45, 180 pitch yaw roll, with a boosted of 67, 54, 180. I mean, come on. You got to take advantage of what you get with a starter ship like this, if it allows you to, and that is something you can definitely take advantage of. So outside of this maneuverability and its speed, what about its fuel, right? You got 10.5 SCU of hydrogen fuel and 1.3 SCU of quantum fuel. Definitely not a high amount, but it's about your average for a starter ship, so no complaints there and looking good. Let's go ahead and take a look at this interior really quick, and so I can get into a small battle and see how she performs. Taking a look at the interior here, you got the ramp that goes into the ship. This ship does not have its components or gold standard pass at this time, so expect you not to see any components or anything like that. One of the biggest drawbacks with this ship compared to a lot of other starters is you do not have a bed, you do not have a kitchen, you do not have a weapons locker, you do not have internal storage, you have none of it. So when you get in here, you have room for 6 SCU of cargo boxes, 3 on each side, and you could probably shove a few more in here, potentially, and you could definitely fit a small vehicle like a Pulse and a few other things. And then you have a fire extinguisher over here. I mean, it's not even your newest fire extinguisher either, so they haven't really touched this ship at all, and so when they do, it's going to look completely different, and I cannot wait to see the Reliant series gets the love that it deserves, just like so many other ships. Avengers. But there are so many ships that need it, and this right here is your main cargo room, and then you're going to have where your components are sitting, right here, all throughout this little hallway, and then over here you do have the seats for your pilot and your co-pilot. Now, this ship is using Xi'an technology for your engines, and the fact that it can rotate the body in flight, as you saw during a lot of that B-roll footage. And when it does that, it closes this door here, so you cannot use the back of this area when you are rotated. So that is something to consider. But otherwise, it is just fantastic. I think it's got a real Star Wars vibe to it. It's a great looking ship, and it can do so much for you in a starter class of ships. Honestly, I wish it was more popular so it can get more attention. Now, let's go ahead and do a quick battle really quick, and then I'll give you my final score on this amazing looking starter.
Missile lock. Contact received. Shields under attack.
All right, as you can see, this ship is a beast against PvE. So going after AI targets, especially if you add another Tashima turret and have the 2 additional size 2 guns on there, like I do currently, it is just phenomenal on its firepower for its price point and what you get with it. Obviously, there's quite a few starter ships out there that do just as good, or maybe even a little bit better, like if you're looking at the Avenger Titan, but this ship comes with like a completely different style and look to it that is just so fun. Having that unique setup where you can rotate the whole body with the Xi'an thrusters is just so cool. So, taking a look at this ship, honestly, for me, it is an 8 out of 10, and the reasoning behind that is, first of all, you don't have your components or gold standard pass, and you also do not have a living quarters or living interior compared to many other starter ships, and that is why you're sitting at an 8 out of 10. Let me know what you think of the Reliant Kore down in the comments below. Let me know which Reliant do you prefer. The Reliant Tana is a fighter, that one's considered a light fighter out of all of them, so maybe I'll be reviewing that one again soon. So let me know again down in the comments what you think of this ship. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are all truly amazing. Again, I appreciate every single one of you, and I cannot wait for my next live stream. Make sure you guys are entering into that giveaway that's currently going on for the Heartseeker hit and the Hornet 2 Mark II. And then also make sure you guys give me an idea for a name for an org down in the comment on my channel, because there's a chance to win a ship there as well. Thank you guys for being awesome. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.